What's going on, everybody? So I am finishing up a quick little lunch, and I had a workout. I had a few minutes with some stuff on my mind. So I'm gonna put it out there. I already made one video and I deleted it. It was a little too aggressive. So I don't want to freak anybody out, so I stopped. But I want to do a quick little video.
Here's Jeremy Camp.
And I'm going to say, like, if I were to title it, what are you bowing to? Maybe? What are you bowing to? Because you're going to bow to something. So I just had a quick workout with Ian. I ran into Ian. I had an Uber. This guy started this morning around 6. About noon, I got an Uber to the airport. I left about 6:30, 6:45 tonight, this morning. So about noon, I wound up at the airport at Intercontinental. So I drove over to 24 Hour Fitness over in Atascocita, caught up with Ian. Hadn't seen him for a couple weeks, and Loretta and I were on vacation last week, so we were out of town. Usually I've been meeting with Ian on Thursdays. So Ian's 18, he's the youngest. We got a quick workout in. He had already been there. He said, "Why didn't you call me?" I said, "Well, I didn't know exactly where I was going to be, but I knew he was over here usually on Thursdays." So we're getting ready to leave, and first of all, I want you to understand, I'm not upset and I'm not angry, nor am I hurt. 7 or 8 years ago, I would have been hurt. Today, I'm walking out a different life, right? So I've had to walk through some things. How many of you know that in order to get to a new place, anything worth having is going to cost you something. Anything of value is going to cost something. And I have Jesus in my life today, and that cost me something. Like, I had to lose my life to gain it. Like, he's given me my life. So I'm grateful for this life that I have. I'm grateful for Loretta. I'm grateful for my marriage, my relationships, my friendships, my family, my Uganda family, my Shapavu family. I'm grateful for all the blessings that God has given me. I have these 2 young men in my life that are my sons, and they're watching their father live out this life. And I don't know about you, but I've learned that your kids don't do what you say. Your kids do what you do. I can say that for years my life was not, I was not a good father. I lived a double life. Like, I was wayward. I went to church and played church, but yet lived it as the devil during the week. And that comes out. People see it. You think you're getting away with someone? You think you're getting away with something? You're not getting away with it. Everybody knows. Everyone already sees it. Everybody already knows. Now, some may choose to deny it, and they may look the other way. They might try to cover it up. But everybody knows, man. You're not hiding nothing. No, you're not hiding one thing. And if you think you're hiding something, you're not hiding anything from God. He sees everything. And he loves you anyway. That's what's crazy, is that he loves you anyway. So with this conversation with Ian, I invited him to come to Thanksgiving, which I do every year. And he said, "Dad, I can't. I got, tradition. I got to be with the family." And it's okay. See, years ago I would have been offended, but today I don't carry a fence. I put the fence down. Like, okay, you got to do what you think is right, man. It's okay, no problem. I'm going to Tyler, Texas. I'm going to be with the family with my family, and you can go be with that family. It's okay. My point is, I'm setting the stage for you so that you can understand. I'm living out loud, just telling you what's going on. See, There was a time in my life where I went to a ministry and I spent some time with a man named Bill Ed at this ministry. And Bill Ed and I got to know each other. We would go to a classroom, a Proverbs, like it was a Proverbs class, and every day we would go and read the book of Proverbs, a chapter, whatever day it was, we'd read that chapter, and then we'd discuss it as a group. There's this guy named Bill Ed, and Bill in the middle of a class one time had asked a question, and I kind of talk a lot, so I answered the question without really considering the rest of the class. And Bill turned around and he said, "I don't want to hear from you. I didn't ask you. I'm asking the teacher. I want to hear what he has to say. I don't want to have you. You don't know nothing." He put me in my place. So I said, "Okay, I'm not offended, and I'm not fighting with you, because I'm laying my life down. I'm choosing to live differently." Like the world would say, fight him, and Jesus said, "No, don't." So I'm a peacemaker. I don't make war, unless it's a war against flesh, and it's flesh against my own flesh. That makes sense? Fighting against my own mind. So through this conversation with Ian and this memory of Bill Ed comes in my mind, he says to me, "I don't want to hear from you. I want to hear from the guy." 6 months later, Bill Ed was taking me home, and 12 men are in this van, and we're on our way back to Houston. He's taking me home. My time there is that the ministry is over. I got to come back to Houston. And all the other guys were asleep. And Bill says, "Hey man, I want to tell you something." And I said, "What's that?" He said, "You're the real deal, man. Like, you're for real. Like, you're for real. Like, you're not playing with this thing." And I said, "No, Bill. No. My goal in this life is to lay down my life and let Jesus consume it." I bowed to God. I bow to God all the time, because I don't want to bow to everything else. So for all the men out there, are you the real deal? That's what I'm asking. That's for you. Like, I'm going to shut this thing off and send it, and it's going to be a video on Facebook, and who knows who's going to see it. But are you laying down your life for God? Or are you back and forth like I was? What does it look like? Like, I was in the church, like passing the plate, like singing my little songs, but yet living like a devil. I don't live like that anymore. My drama's gone. I'm done with drama. I have Jesus. I have hope. I have peace. So is your life a living sacrifice? Have you, like Jesus sacrificed his life, have you sacrificed your life for him? Like, I saw it written the other day. Paul Brown posted this thing, and it said, "Jesus died for you so he could live as you." Like Paul wrote, "It's not I that lives, but it's Christ that lives through me." Jesus wants to live through you and touch other people and change your world. Love, peace, goodness, kindness, long-suffering, self-control. Do you have self-control? I know I struggle with it. Wow, I struggle with it. What about you? Question. You have a question? I mean, my question to you is, are you struggling? Do you have self-control in your life? Are you bowing to God so that you're giving your family, your wife and children something to follow? Or are you bowing to your boss, to your job, to your career, to your bank account? What are you bowing to? So you're going to bow to something. How about the pigskin gods? The goalpost gods? The sports gods? The talking heads? Fear, anxiety, frustration? What are you bowing to? Where do you put your money? Put your money where your mouth is. That's what the world says. Are you building treasures here on earth, or are you building treasure in people? It's just a bunch of questions. I don't know. I wanted to share this with you today because I'm amazed at the fact that I'm not offended. I bless Ian and what he's doing, and Garrett, and I bless them. But you got to do what you got to do, man. You got to live out your life. You're grown up. You got to make your own decisions. If you're asking what I would do, I will happily give you some advice. Call me. I'll give you some advice, whatever that might be. But you got to make your own way. You got to make your own decision. And the question is are you bowing to God or everything else? What are you bowing to? Question. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody today, because I'm asking myself the same question. I bow to God. And when I don't, I say, Lord, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Help me. Thank you for forgiving me. Thank you for grace. Thank you for removing the sin from my life. Thank you that you've made my spirit perfect and I am one with you, and I'm your... Jesus is my brother. God is my father. I'm a son. I'm accepted into the beloved. So I don't need anybody else to accept me. I'm already accepted. Why am I going to be hurt by people? I'm going to be hurt for people. So I'm going to pray for them. I'm going to give them grace. Be a peacemaker. Anyway, love you guys in the name of Jesus. Hopefully that helps somebody. Just a different way of thinking, a different perspective. What do you think? Have a great day.